Mr. Sergeant at Arms.
All persons not entitled to privileges of the floor under the rules of the Senate must now vacate the chamber.
Please rise for the invocation by Reverend Don Cox, College Heights Church, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, guest of the Senator from Hardin, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray. Almighty God, creator of heaven and earth, we pause at the beginning of this new week to give you thanks and to seek your guidance. Lord, we are grateful for this Commonwealth of Kentucky and for the United States of America, a nation founded on the principles of liberty, justice, and faith in you. Thank you for the blessings of the freedom that so many had defended, including the brave men and women who have served and continue to serve in our armed forces. As a retired military pilot of the United States Air Force, I stand in awe of the courage, the sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to protecting the freedoms we hold dearly. Lord, we lift up the members of this Senate today. Grant them wisdom beyond their own understanding as they deliberate the issues before them. Give them discernment to pursue what is right, just, and true. Help them to lead with integrity, humility, and a servant's heart, always mindful of the people they represent and the trust placed within their hands. Father, guide their decisions, strengthen their families, protect the vulnerable, uphold the rule of law based on the laws of Moses, and preserve the values that have made our state and nation strong. May they work this day to honor you and to serve the common good. We ask your protection over our first responders, our military personnel deployed around the world, and all who stand in harm's way to keep us safe. Lord, listen to our silent prayers. Show us your light. We come seeking you in this session. Bless us with your presence and your power. We pray in your holy name through Christ Jesus. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Appreciate it.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg, Senator Boswell, Senator Carpenter, Senator Carroll, Senator Chambers Armstrong, Senator Clemens, Senator Deneen, Senator Douglas, Senator Elkins, Senator Funky Fromeyer, Senator Girdler, Senator Givens, Senator Herron, Senator Higdon, Senator Howell, Senator Maiden, Senator Mays Bledsoe, Senator McDaniel, Senator Meredith, Senator Mills, Senator Neal, Senator Nemes, Senator Nunn, Senator Rocky Adams, Senator Rawlings, Senator Reed, Senator Richardson, Senator Smith, Senator Stivers,
Here.
Senator Storm, Senator Thomas, Senator Tishner, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Wheeler, Senator Williams, Senator Wilson, Senator Wise.
Smith, Carpenter, Girdler. Any member seeking recognition for the purpose of answering the roll? Seeing none, there being 34 members present, a quorum is declared. Senate is authorized and prepared to do business. First order of business would be excuse of absent senators. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that the absent senators be excused.
Without objection, the absent senators are excused. Next order of business would be approval of the journal. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that the journal from Friday, March the 13th, 2026 be approved as written.
Without objection, the journal from Friday, March 13th, 2026 is approved as written. Next order of business would be second reading of bills on the calendar, there being no need. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I'd like to welcome everyone back from the weekend, as well as those that are joining us live on KET or live stream today as we conduct our business of day 47 of this 60-day legislative session. Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you, Senator from Taylor. Next order of business would be report of committees. Mr. Clerk, do you have a report? I do. Please proceed.
The Judiciary Committee has met and reports House Bill 5 should pass as consent.
Does that conclude your report?
Yes.
That bill has received a favorable committee report and therefore shall be deemed as having its first reading and shall now be placed upon the calendar. Before we go any further, Chair is going to recognize the Senator from Grayson.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a very special visitor this morning, a guest clerk, Ms. Brooke Mason Pretty from North Carolina. I guess you could say she's here on a cultural exchange program, but she'll be our clerk today. And with that, Mr. President, the clerk of the House is here to communicate with our Senate.
Madam Clerk.
Mr. President, the House has passed House Bills 248, 380, 567, 682, 692, 816, and Senate Bill 183 with letter, and respectfully request concurrence of this honorable body.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We will continue with introduction of new resolutions. Mr. Clerk, do you have a report? No report. Then we are ready for the orders of the day, but prior to that, Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I'd like to make an announcement that the Majority Caucus will recess in the President's caucus room upon the call of the chair at the first recess.
Senator from Fayette, 13.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, at the first recess, the Senate Democratic Caucus will convene in room 156 here in this building.
Senator from Taylor, you have a motion.
Mr. President, I do. I make a motion that the Senate recess from into the respective caucus meetings.
This body shall be in recess until call of the chair. Max. Ready? Max. Okay. Body shall come to order. Chair would recognize the senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, we wait for the display of the orders today. There they are. Perfect. Thank you, Madam Clerk, up front. With that, Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 233 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, would you please report Senate Bill 233?
Senate Bill 233, an act relating to property owner associations. Senator Neal.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Jefferson 33 for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Jefferson 33.
Thank you, Mr. President. You all may recall that we had a task force on housing that took place over the interim, and I had the pleasure of serving on that task force. And out of that task force, a number of recommendations came out of that, and this, what I'm getting ready to, well, what's reflected in Senate Bill 333, reflects some of the thinking in that task force, which is now this bill. So, you know, certain lot sizes call for a development that requires closely built housing units or shared wall units. These planned communities or condominium developments can be an efficient way to supply several housing units on a small or tight lot. To enhance the appeal and management of a dense housing development like these, the developer may want to have a homeowners association to help ensure uniformity in property appearance, to ensure proper maintenance, to help property values, and to provide shared facilities like a pool or a park. When these associations are set up under KRS 381.794 and 381.9197, which requires that annual financial reports be prepared and given to each lot owner when that happens. For a large development, this is probably necessary. But for a smaller development association, the reporting requirement is another layer of regulation that adds to the cost of the developer and homeowners. Senate Bill 233 removes the annual reporting requirement for homeowners association of 14 lots or smaller. This regulatory reduction could make a smaller size lot more appealing for development and bring about more housing units being built in the Commonwealth. I urge my colleagues to support this common sense piece of legislation, and if there aren't any questions, I move to passage of Senate Bill 233.
The body is passage of Senate Bill 233. Seeing no one seeking recognition, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Carroll is an aye. Any member seeking recognition to cast, change, or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 34 yeas, no nays, Senate Bill 233 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 249 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, if you would, please report Senate Bill 249.
Senate Bill 249, an act relating to workforce development and declaring an emergency. Senator Wheeler.
Senator from Taylor.
President, I yield to Senator from Pike for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Pike.
Thank you, Mr. President. To borrow a phrase from our friend, the senator from Marion, this is a very simple little bill. It seeks to expand the application of Pell Grants towards workforce development programs, to eliminate duplicity, and to try to maximize those government dollars and maximize those degrees, which will aid in the education of the Commonwealth's future workforce. That's pretty well all the bill does, and with that, I would move for passage of Senate Bill 249.
The matter for the body is passage of Senate Bill 249. Seeing no one seeking recognition, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers.
Aye.
Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler.
Senator from Pike, please cast your vote, then explain.
I cast an aye vote, Mr. President. I guess my law school professors were right. Less is more.
Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
There being 35 yeas, no nays, Senate Bill 249 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
And we do appreciate the Senator from Pike's judicious work today on the floor in a very expedient way, and that's why we call him Wheels. Mr. President, with that, I move that Senate Bill 251 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, if you would, please report.
Senate Bill 251, an act relating to the Department of Corrections. Senator West.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Bourbon for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Bourbon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 251 deals with the death penalty in Kentucky. And as I get started here, it's important to note that the death penalty is currently the law of the land in the state of Kentucky. The General Assembly writes the laws and the executive branch executes the laws. The implementation of the death penalty has been put on hold in the Commonwealth by various court decisions and injunctions over the last several years. And many of these decisions started in 2009. And in that year, the Supreme Court of Kentucky, by a 4-3 vote, stated that Kentucky's execution protocol must be promulgated by administrative regulation. And since that time, there's been a merry-go-round of decisions between the Franklin Circuit Court and the Attorney General's office involving the Department of Corrections and the executive branch. And this bill attempts to address that issue and make this situation simpler for the Department of Corrections and for the executive branch. And I know it's kind of unusual, Mr. President, but I'm getting ready to read my bill on the floor. This is a one-paragraph bill, and it says, notwithstanding any other provisions of law, the Department of Corrections shall not be required to promulgate administrative regulations regarding the death penalty and may prescribe and implement execution protocols and procedures by internal policy, memorandum, or other form of action without proceeding through the administrative regulations process. So it does not mandate that the DOC do administrative regulations, but it says they can use internal policies and procedures. And the reason for this, Mr. President, is what is happening is once you promulgate administrative regulations, those are flipped into Franklin Circuit Court. The judge will say this particular piece or part of the regulations is inadequate. They kick it back to DOC, and then DOC takes 18 months to 2 years to promulgate an administrative regulation, comes back out. The judge picks a piece of that, says this isn't quite adequate, and so we go through this revolving door merry-go-round of back and forth, causing indeterminable delays in the process. It's important to note that, to my knowledge, the state of Kentucky is the only state in the nation that operates this way. The other states that do that have the death penalty do it through policies, internal policies and procedures of their Department of Corrections, whatever they call that particular state. So, if there are no further questions, Mr. President, no questions at all, I would move for passage of Senate Bill 251.
The matter before the body is passage of Senate Bill 251. Senator from Carter,
Speak against the bill, Mr. President.
please proceed.
I stand today as an attorney who has handled death penalty litigation, and regardless of how you feel about the death penalty, it is the law of the land, and I think justice requires that we do it the best that we can. What Senate Bill 251 does, there are other states that handle through APA administrative regulation. Not a lot of them, but we're one of them. And it actually found that there's less litigation and less cost when the procedures are done. This matter is pending before a court right now with an expected resolution probably within a year. And here we are, once again, interfering with litigation. And then secondly, entrusting an agency to come up with an internal protocol that has fumbled and dropped the ball in this area for years, much to the chagrin of the defendants, the defense lawyers, and everybody else that's frustrated with the system. So we're just blindly handing this potentially a protocol over to them, and I don't trust that based on their historical presentations and some other policies that we talk about all the time and try to fix. In the Supreme Court, we will be overriding the Supreme Court decision in so doing. There are, I think, unintended consequences of this measure. DOC can create these protocols in secrecy with no oversight at all. There will be additional litigation, as indicated in other states' experiences, and there's lack of transparency that affect public interest. It's subject to whim, every administration. The warden, who's making these decisions? The commissioner, the governor, without any oversight whatsoever from this body. And those, is it constitutional? That would be important to me. And will it result in more delays and more cost and more litigation? You can't blame this one on the inmate or the defense lawyers, because this is Department of Corrections put us in this situation. And this bill is going to enable them, in my opinion, to do it again. If I would have had time, I have an amendment that I filed. It doesn't meet the deadline, that would impose specific timeline for the Department of Corrections to come up with an administrative protocol, to go to the committee and be approved, and let us see what they're doing, and the public see what they're doing. Again, I hope that the House is paying attention to this, and maybe that we can create a workable solution to this and not create more costs, litigation, and uncertainty in this. Thank you.
Seeing no other person seeking recognition, Senator from Bourbon, do you have anything you want to add?
Just a quick quick comment, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Listen to the senator from Carter, and I respect her opinion and what she does. But how could we have any more delays with this legislation? It's consistent delay. And how could we have any more litigation? We have an explosion of litigation. I want to talk just a second about some of the families involved in this. We have several people. These people on death row have had numerous chances at appeal and procedure and process, some over 20, 30-year period, maybe more. And so this bill doesn't add any delay at all to the process. It doesn't add any litigation to the process. It's already fraught with delay and litigation. It just gives the DOC an option. It doesn't even mandate that they do the internal policies. It says they may use internal policies. And so I just have a slight disagreement with the senator from Carter that it would cause added delay in litigation. We already have plenty of that.
Senator from Jefferson, 19.
Thank you, Mr. President. May I speak against the motion for passage?
Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to remind this body about the reason that our death penalty laws have been on hold. And that is because a court found that we did not have sufficient protections to ensure that we weren't executing people with intellectual and mental disabilities. And when I think about a system of justice and what it means to do justice, making sure that we have processes in place to guarantee that we are not executing, permanently killing at the hands of the state people with intellectual disabilities seems like a very important goal. And if there has been a litigation over this issue, good. If there has been process that has allowed for comment and agency oversight, good. This is a really important thing to get right. It is foundational to our system of justice and everything that rests on it. I will also note that we have policies and procedures in place in the administrative process if this body doesn't like the regulations that are put up. We just declared regulations deficient. It's very unclear to me what happens when this body disagrees with any memo, policy document, guidance, order, piece of paper that somebody puts out laying out the process to execute someone. And we talk all the time about how this is the policy-making body. The Constitution vests us with the ability to make policy and to make policy choices. I think it's dangerously close to foregoing our obligation as the legislative body to give our authority to some unnamed person through an unnamed process with unnamed oversight. And so for that reason, I'll be voting no. Urge all members to do the same. Thank you, Mr. President.
No one else seeking recognition. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Gibbons. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers.
Aye.
Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb.
Senator from Carter, please cast your vote, then explain, and you have your full 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I cast a no vote, consistent with my statements on the floor. And I would just say that anybody that hasn't actually had a client or a friend or family member charged with a death penalty case, as an attorney, it's your most heavy lift. As a human being, it's your most heavy lift. And it's a lot. My faith leads me to a lot of my positions when it comes to another human life. The lawyer in me first, that justice prevails and everyone is entitled to their constitutional protections. I know 2 people on death row. I think that one is innocent. His case is being looked at, I think, again, after many years and many appeals. So the delay in his case is probably a good thing. And I think that needs to be what guides us. And if we're pro-life, we got to be pro-life. We can't pick and choose what portion of that is. And I try to do that in my decisions, and my faith requires me to do that. And I think this case is negating the safeguards that we have in the system, and I vote no.
Senator West.
Senator from Bourbon, please cast your vote, then explain. Limited to 3 minutes.
I vote aye. This is not a death penalty bill per se. This is a rule of law bill. And so what we have is an executive branch. Senator from Jefferson spoke earlier about intellectual disability, those with intellectual disabilities. The executive branch is the one in charge of setting out administrative regs to protect those types of people. And they're the ones responsible for setting out proper protocols. This gives them just another way to do that. They can do that through DOC instead of administrative regs. But what we have before us, we have a law on the books that this legislature has passed. And we have an executive branch which is supposed to execute the laws. So they are the ones writing the regulations found lacking by the court. So it allows them to play games with the death penalty. They can draft rules that are shoddily drafted and get the result they want. All this bill does is give them another option in which to draft those protocols. And we have a case from the United States Supreme Court. It's the Bays decision. A guy that's on death row in Kentucky currently that says capital punishment is constitutional. It necessarily follows that there must be a means of carrying it out. Some risk of pain is inherent in any method of execution, no matter how humane. If only from the prospect of error in following the required procedure, it is clear then that the Constitution does not demand avoidance of all risk of pain in carrying out executions. That's the United States Supreme Court talking about a Kentucky case. So it's for these reasons, Mr. President, I vote aye.
Senator Wheeler.
Senator from Pike, please cast your vote, then explain.
Explain my vote, Mr. President. As stated eloquently by the senator from Bourbon, the death penalty is the law of the land. And I think what we have here is simply an administration that's trying to play games in the sense they want to have it both ways. Under, I think, Section 77 of the Constitution, the governor can commute a death sentence if he so chooses, but he doesn't want to face the ire of the families or the fury of the public. The death penalty is still, in most polls, a very popular thing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. So, we need to have appropriate protocols in place. And I'm not saying that constitutional protections aren't important. They are, but we have gotten to this point to where it's almost farcical. We have people that I can think of, some of the espionage cases in the 50s that betrayed the country. You know, they went through trial and were executed within 3 years. Now we're lucky if we can get it done in 20, and we know they're guilty as hell. So, I apologize, Hades, Mr. President. So, we need to do this, and we need to get these, we don't know if they're going to escape or not, but we need to have a protocol in place to effectuate the law of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Seeing no one. Oh, wait, so. Everyone having to. Okay. Any other members seeking recognition to cast, change, or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 24 yeas, 11 nays, Senate Bill 251 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 278 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
Senate Bill 278, an act relating to the Department of Kentucky State Police. Senator Reed.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Shelby for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Shelby.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today to present Senate Bill 278, relating to off-duty law enforcement employment for the Kentucky State Police. This bill creates a clear and consistent framework allowing Kentucky State troopers to participate in approved off-duty law enforcement assignments, similar to opportunities that many local law enforcement officers already have across this Commonwealth. Under Senate Bill 278, all off-duty work must be reviewed and approved by the Commissioner of the Kentucky State Police or their designee. The work cannot interfere with a trooper's primary duties, cannot create a conflict of interest, and cannot impair the performance or professionalism expected by the Kentucky State Police. This bill also outlines the types of assignments that are appropriate. These may include work for public entities, infrastructure projects, state-funded entities, or ticketed events where public safety is a concern. At the same time, the bill clearly prohibits certain types of employment, such as working for retail establishments, private parties, or businesses where alcohol sales are the primary activity. Just as important, the bill directs the department to establish clear policies governing the use of uniforms, equipment, and vehicles when troopers are working in an approved off-duty capacity. This ensures that professionalism, transparency, and public trust remain at the forefront. Mr. President, this bill is also personal to me. I'm the son of a Kentucky State Trooper who served the Commonwealth for over 28 years, and I grew up watching the sacrifices that troopers and their families make in the service of our state. And these men and women dedicate their lives to protecting others. Senate Bill 278 simply provides a reasonable structure that supports those troopers while maintaining the high standards of the Kentucky State Police as they are known for. Members, this is a common sense bill that supports our law enforcement officers while ensuring proper oversight and accountability. Mr. President, a similar bill received 100% support in this chamber last session, and I would greatly appreciate the same support again. I respectfully ask for a yes vote on this bill, and I move for passage of Senate Bill 278.
The matter before the body is passage of Senate Bill 278. Senator from Jefferson 37.
Yes, rise against the bill, please.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do want to thank the Senator from Shelby for always looking out for our troopers and our police. But from the world that I come from, that I think this body really truly has the power to be raising the price and the pay for our troopers instead of them helping them go find second jobs. And I think that's what we should be doing first. But I do want to go on record that I'm in no way voting against our state police. The reason why I rise up against this bill is we have the power to raise their pay. We should not be looking at ways to create second jobs for them and then make it easier for second jobs. The world I come from is when I negotiate contracts, I don't negotiate for second jobs. I negotiate for a livable wage. And then when they're working second jobs, you're taking jobs away from somebody else that it needs a primary job. So for those reasons, that's why I'm voting no. Thank you.
Seeing no other members seeking recognition, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers.
Aye.
Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
There being 29 yeas, 6 nays, Senate Bill 278 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 289 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, if you would, please report Senate Bill 289.
Senate Bill 289, an act relating to missing children. Senator Storm.
Senator from Taylor.
President, I yield to the Senator from Laurel for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 289 is an act relating to missing children. October 14th, 2025, a date Rockcastle County Attorney Jeremy Rao and Rockcastle County Chief Deputy Sheriff Brock reported to me they would never forget. That was the day 13-year-old Winter Wagner was abducted from her home in Rockcastle County, Mr. President. From October 14th, 25 until December 26th, 25, the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office, FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, and other multiple law enforcement agencies searched for Winter. Winter's abductor took her initially to Florida and then to Maryland, where she was ultimately recovered. Due to a gap in the Kentucky Amber Alert system, valuable time passed before Winter could properly be listed as a missing child. Senate Bill 289 closes this gap and makes clear that if disappearance of a child may not have been voluntary and the physical safety of the child may be endangered, or the child is committed to the Department of Juvenile Justice or in the temporary custody of the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, then this child can be placed on the missing child's alert system, Mr. President. Mr. President, if there are no questions, I move passage of Senate Bill 289.
The matter before the body is passage of Senate Bill 289. No one seeking recognition. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers.
Aye.
Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Wheeler, Senator Williams, Senator Wilson, Senator Wise.
There being 35 yeas, no nays, Senate Bill 289 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that House Bill 290 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, if you would, please report House Bill 290.
House Bill 290, an act relating to county law libraries. Senator
from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Laurel for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Laurel.
President, House Bill 290 is an act relating to law libraries and basically establishes that every county law library should be established in the county seat. Currently, all these county law libraries have bound books, Mr. President. However, we all know that including access to individuals for computerized subscriptions would be more beneficial to the community. Therefore, House Bill 290 does just that. It includes access and subscriptions for computer-assisted legal research facilities and the related infrastructure required to access the Internet may be acquired, as well as computers and related equipment. Secondly, it also points out that trustees of the county law library may use those funds to purchase computers and related equipment, including access to those subscriptions for computer-based legal research facilities and related infrastructure required, and the Internet there too. Mr. President, please ask the clerk to report Senate Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 290.
Mr. Clerk, would you please report?
Senate Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 290.
Senator from Laurel.
Move adoption.
Matter for the body is adoption. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Senate Floor Amendment number 1 is adopted. Senator from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. President. This floor amendment came about from my conversation with the Administrative Office of the Courts and the Supreme Court. And basically, they want to make sure that individuals have access to all opinions issued by the courts. And although current statutes mandate that judicial officers, judicial officials, and county law libraries currently receive state decisions in bound volumes, this floor amendment would allow the growing majority of the preference being electronic access to be enabled. This amendment acknowledges the trend toward electronic access to resources while permitting those who still wish to use books to make those requests. The Court of Justice can be a better steward of taxpayer dollars by providing these resources when requested in the format that is preferred by the user, Mr. President. Therefore, Mr. President, if there are no questions, I move passage of House Bill 290 as amended by Senate Floor Amendment 1.
The matter for the body is passage of House Bill 290 as amended. No one seeking recognition. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg, Senator Boswell, Senator Carpenter, Senator Carroll, Senator Chambers Armstrong, Senator Clemens, Senator Deneen, Senator Douglas, Senator Elkins, Senator Funky Fromeyer, Senator Girdler, Senator Givens, Senator Herron, Senator Higdon, Senator Howell, Senator Maiden, Senator Mays Bledsoe, Senator McDaniel, Senator Meredith, Senator Mills, Senator Neal, Senator Nemes, Senator Nunn, Senator Rocky Adams, Senator Rawlings, Senator Reed, Senator Richardson, Senator Smith, Senator Stivers, Senator Storm, Senator Thomas, Senator Tishner, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Wheeler, Senator Williams, Senator Wilson, Senator Wise.
Nays. House Bill 290 as amended is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, House Bill 290 has a title amendment And with that, if you would, please have the clerk report Senate Floor Title Amendment to Senate Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 290.
Mr. Clerk, would you please report?
Senate Floor Amendment 2 title to Senate Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 290.
Senator from Taylor.
Move for adoption.
Without objection, Senate Floor Title Amendment number 1 is adopted. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Joint Resolution 139 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, would you please report Senate Joint Resolution 139?
Senate Joint Resolution 139, a joint resolution designating the Officer Peter Grignon Memorial Highway in Jefferson County. Senator Rocky Adams.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Jefferson 36 for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Jefferson 36.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Joint Resolution 139 speaks to 20 road naming projects across the Commonwealth. In particular, as it relates to my portion, this resolution designates the Officer Peter Grignon Memorial Highway in Jefferson County. Peter Grignon had a lifelong ambition to be a police officer, and a dream that was realized when he joined the Louisville Metro Police Department. And on March 23, 2005, Officer Peter Grignon was on patrol when he was called to the scene of a potential hit-and-run accident. Upon arriving at the scene, Officer Grignon was shot by an assailant who then committed suicide. Officer Grignon later died from his wounds, sending shockwaves through the community because he was only 27 years old. This tragic loss of a young dedicated officer who just days earlier celebrated his 1-year wedding anniversary was used as the starting point for the establishment of the Louisville Metro Police Foundation. So since 2005, the Louisville Metro Police Foundation has provided essential equipment, training, and support programs for members of the LMPD and their families. So therefore, Mr. President, I believe that it is fitting and proper that the service and sacrifice of Officer Peter Grignon be publicly remembered with the Memorial Highway designation. And I will yield to any of my colleagues in this chamber who would like to speak to their portion, and if there are anybody who would like to speak. Okay.
Senator from Henderson.
Comment on the resolution, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Mr. President, Section 11 of this resolution designates a highway in Henderson County after a good friend of mine. And he was an icon in our community, successful business executive. And one of the things the last 10 years that this body may sound familiar for this body is that he's worked for the last 10 years on the I-69 bridge with a group called Bridge Link. And this road naming opportunity gives us the opportunity to name part of the I-69 approach road that this body helped fund for us in Northwest Kentucky and for the state of Kentucky. And it's going to be named the Joel Ray Hopper Memorial Highway. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator from Pike.
Thank you, Mr. President. Speak to the resolution.
Proceed.
Section 4 of the resolution honors Melvin Farrell, a longtime law enforcement officer and resident of the Phelps community in Pike County, Kentucky. He was a good friend and a very strong advocate for his community. When he passed away unexpectedly, I think that the community there, which has had many blows since the downturn of the coal industry, was understandably quite devastated. His daughter has been followed in her father's footsteps and has done a lot to advocate for some of the wild horses and solving that problem over in the area. I would also like to speak to section, 19 of the bill regarding naming a section of US 23 after Jerry and Patricia McPeak. Jerry was a longtime businessman in Pike County and the coal industry. He's employed hundreds of people through the years, donated lots and lots of funds and resources to the Dorton school system, His wife, Patricia, taught there for over 30 years. I believe that we found out that when we were in committee that he was the senator from Clark's second grade teacher and was very much a beloved figure in the community. I know she also taught our budgetary staff member, Jennifer Rowe, who's told me many times that she was her favorite teacher. So two very important people in that community in Pike County, Kentucky, who have now since passed on, and to whom this memorial is well deserved. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator from Marion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Speak on the resolution.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank the Senator from Jefferson 36 for bringing this resolution forward. Here in the Senate, this is a time-honored tradition to name roads toward the end of the session after those folks back in our home districts that are very deserving of this recognition. And we have rules, and I appreciate everyone following the rules. You had to, the person who's being nominated has to be deceased. Also had to have a local resolution from the governing body back home to make sure that those folks are in agreement with what we do here. And again, I want to thank the Senator from Jefferson 36. My road naming that I'm doing in Marion County this year in honor of Brian Hatt, Raywick Volunteer Fire Department that was killed in the line of duty responding to a fire. So thank you, Mr. President, and appreciate being able to do this road naming. Thank you.
Senator from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. President. Section 3 of the road naming resolution honors Les Leatherman. Mr. President, he was a dedicated member of our community, 39 years experience in first responding services with emergency medical technician. He was the current chief of the Whitley County Fire and Rescue Center, and he had worked with the Kentucky Fire Commission. Mr. President, he was killed during the tornado that struck Laurel County in London, my hometown, and he was shielding his wife at the moment. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator from Clark.
Come in. Thank you, Mr. President.
All stand attention and salute.
Section 7 of this bill, of this resolution, Mr. President, honors Gary Lee Eggleston, resident of Menifee County. As a 20-year-old, he was drafted to go serve in the Vietnam War. He served honorably in that war, was a highly decorated combat veteran, receiving a Bronze Service Star. He returned home after the war and served on the volunteer fire department and ultimately became fire chief. He served his community, he served his country, and I'm proud to be a part of naming US 460, a portion of it after Gary Lee Eggleston. I want to thank the Senator from Jefferson 36 for bringing this resolution forward. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator from Jefferson 36.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I appreciate all of my colleagues' comments. So many worthy people who have really impacted our communities are in this Senate joint resolution. So now, Mr. President, I would ask the clerk to report Senate Committee Substitute Number 1.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
Senate Committee Sub 1 to Senate Joint Resolution 139.
Senator from Jefferson 36.
Move adoption.
Matter for the body is adoption of Senate Committee Substitute Number 1. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Senate Committee Substitute Number 1 is adopted. Motion on the bill is amended.
Okay, and at this time, I would move for adoption of Senate Joint Resolution 139 as amended by Senate Committee Substitute Number 1.
The matter for the body is adoption of Senate Joint Resolution 139 as amended. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funke Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe, Senator McDaniel, Senator Meredith, Senator Mills, Senator Neal, Senator Nemes, Senator Nunn, Senator Rocky Adams, Senator Rawlings, Senator Reed, Senator Richardson, Senator Smith, Senator Stivers, Senator Storm, Senator Thomas, Senator Tishner, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Wheeler, Senator Williams, Senator Wilson, Senator Wise.
There being 36 yeas, no nays, Senate Joint Resolution 139 as amended is adopted. Senator from Taylor, action on a title amendment.
Mr. President, please have the clerk report Senate Committee Title Amendment 1 to Senate Committee Sub 1 to Senate Joint Resolution 139.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
Senate Committee Title Amendment 1 to Senate Committee Sub 1 to Senate Joint Resolution 139.
Senator from Taylor.
Move for adoption.
Without objection, title amendment is adopted. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, we're going to pass over the remaining bills, that being Senate Bill 263, Senate Bill 281, and Senate Bill 324, but please have the clerk retain their place in the orders of the day.
Without objection, we will pass over those bills, and they will retain their place in the orders of the day. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, that concludes the orders of the day.
Senator from Taylor, next order of business would be a meeting of the Rules Committee and Committee on Committees. Do you have a motion?
I do, Mr. President. I move that the Senate recess for a meeting of the Rules Committee and Committee on Committees at the clerk's desk, please.
This body shall be in recess until call of the chair.
Senate will come to order. Next order of business is report of committees. Mr. Clerk, please report.
The Rules Committee has met and posted the following bills to the regular orders for Tuesday, March 17th. House Bill 555 and House Bill 562. The Committee on Committees has met and referred the following bills and resolutions to the Agriculture Committee, House Bill 258, to Banking and Insurance, House Bill 144, to Economic Development, Tourism, and Labor, House Bills 392, 576, 577, and 869. To the Health Services Committee, House Bills 176, 178, 266, 393, 510, and 713. To the Judiciary Committee, Senate Bills 195 and 290, and House Bills 4, 188, 227, 264, 312, 414, and 521. To State and Local Government, House Bills 10, 66, 136, 139, 213, 220, 448, 518, and 600. To the Transportation Committee, House Bills 58, 189, 293, 519, and 622. To the Senate floor, Senate resolutions 161, 162, 163, 164, and 165. And to Veterans, Military Affairs, and Public Protection Committee, House Bills 7, 43, 419, 436, and 565.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Next order of business is motions, petitions, resolutions, communications, and announcements. Senator from Taylor.
Floor readings, please.
Please proceed.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 195 be taken from its place in the Judiciary Committee, given its first reading, returned to the Judiciary Committee.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 195.
Senate Bill 195, an act relating to civil causes of action. Senator Richardson.
Thank you, sir. Senator from Taylor, you have another one.
Please, Mr. President, I move that the following House bills, this being House Bill 500, House Bill 503, House Bill 504, and House Bill 900, all be taken from the Committee on Appropriations and Revenue, given their first reading, returned to the Committee on Appropriations and Revenue.
Hearing no objection, Mr. Clerk, please report House Bill 500, 503, 504, and 900, giving them a first reading.
From Appropriations and Revenue, House Bill 500, an act relating to appropriations measures providing funding and establishing conditions for the operations, maintenance, support, and functioning of the government of the Commonwealth of Kentucky and its various officers, cabinets, departments, boards, commissions, institutions, subdivisions, agencies, and other state-supported activities. House Bill 503, an act making appropriations for the operations, maintenance, support of the legislative branch of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. House Bill 504, an act making appropriations for the operations, maintenance, support, and functioning of the judicial branch of the government of the Commonwealth of Kentucky and its various officers, boards, commissions, subdivisions, and other state-supported activities. And House Bill 900, an act relating to government agencies, making an appropriation therefore and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The record will clearly reflect that the Senate has given a first reading of Senate Bill 195, House Bill 500, House Bill 503, House Bill 504, and House Bill 900. All done in the appropriate business section of motions, petitions, resolutions, communications, and announcements. Other members seeking recognition of this order of business, Senator from Boone 11. What purpose?
Mr. President, would you please ask the clerk to report Senate Resolution 153 by title only?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 153 by title.
Senate Resolution 153, resolution recognizing May 17th to the 23rd, 2026 as Public Works Week in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Senator from Boone 11.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today we are honored to have a guest watching our proceedings from the Annex. Joining us is Tyler Hill, President of the Kentucky chapter of the American Public Works Association. We welcome him and recognize him for his leadership and service to the public works professionals across our Commonwealth. So, Mr. President, I rise today to present a resolution recognizing National Public Works Week and to recognize the dedicated men and women who serve in public works throughout our state. Through this resolution, the Senate hereby designates the week of May 17th through May 23rd, 2026, as National Public Works Week in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Public works professionals serve our communities every single day, often behind the scenes, ensuring that our roads are safe, our infrastructure is reliable, emergency responses are coordinated, and public health is protected. Their work may not always make headlines, but is absolutely foundational to the safety, strength, and resilience of our Commonwealth. When severe weather strikes, we often think about the lights going out and the utility crews working tirelessly to restore power. But we don't always think about the many other public servants who are out there at the same time. Those working with water systems, septic systems, stormwater management, buildings, repairs, and countless other services that keep our communities functioning. These individuals quietly and consistently serve the well-being of the people of Kentucky. Today, we pause to recognize and honor those public servants whose vital work sustains our communities and contributes every day to the quality of life that we enjoy. I move for adoption.
Motion for the body is on adoption of Senate Resolution number 153. All those in favor of the motion for adoption say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Resolution 153 is adopted. Senator from Shelby 7, what purpose?
Mr. President, could you ask the clerk to read Senate Citation 006, please?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Citation 006. Title or entirety?
In its entirety, Mr. President.
In its entirety, Mr. Clerk.
Senate Citation number 6. To all to whom these presents shall come, greetings. Know ye that Major Timothy L. Morgan, United States Army retired, is recognized and honored during the 2026 regular session of the Kentucky General Assembly as he retires from the United States Army following 28 years of meritorious service to his country and his fellow Americans. Major Morgan entered the Army in September of 1987 in the Delayed Entry Program as part of the 1st 314th Infantry in Mill Creek, Pennsylvania, went on to serve with great distinction in numerous capacities, including as an instructor pilot, maintenance examiner with the Department of Evaluations and Standards, and fully mission-qualified aviator. In addition to his distinguished military service, he faithfully serves his community as a pastor of the Fruit Hill Baptist Church in Crofton. He was called to the ministry in 2011 and retired from the Army for the first time in 2012 after 13 deployments, multiple training exercises, and numerous military awards and decorations. In addition to his work as a spiritual leader, he would continue to serve his country as a contractor from 2012 to 2020 when he returned to active duty and will now retire after having most recently served as a member of the Foxtrot Company, 1st Battalion of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment known as the Night Stalkers. Major Morgan has also served as president of the Night Stalker Association, a nonprofit veterans organization that serves Night Stalkers and their families as well as surviving members of the fallen Night Stalkers and the 160th SOAR Association, the Special Operations Aviation Regiment. Inasmuch as Major Timothy L. Morgan, U.S. Army retired, has given much throughout his career to gain victory and to safeguard the freedoms enjoyed by his fellow Americans, he has offered sincere commendation and gratitude for his brave and faithful service to this Commonwealth and this nation, his extended best wishes for future happiness and good fortune as he embarks upon a well-earned retirement, and on the motion of Senator Aaron Reed, is hereby deemed by this honorable body most worthy of its recognition.
Senator from Shelby.
Thank you, Mr. President. We just spoke last week on the 160th, the Night Stalkers. And, I gave a speech here discussing how these men and women are the unsung heroes of the military, taking the special operators to and from the fight. Well, Major Timothy Morgan is one of those heroes who has pretty much unsung his whole career because he's been behind the scenes, safely taking operators in and out of the fight. And I'd like to also say that he's now a pastor at his church, and he's also the chaplain of the Kentucky Wounded Heroes organization here in Kentucky. And I thought it fitting to recognize him. And I move for adoption of Senate Citation 6.
Hearing no objection, the citation will be adopted. Thank you, Senator. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Other members seeking recognition of this order of business. Senator from Grayson, what purpose?
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you have the clerk report Senate Resolution 72 by title only?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 72 by title.
Senate Resolution 72, resolution recognizing March 17th, 2026 as Profound Autism Day in Kentucky. Senator Meredith.
Senator from Grayson.
Move for adoption.
Motion for the body's adoption. Hearing no objection, adoption of the resolution is confirmed. Thank you, sir. Senator from Marion, what purpose?
Thank you, Mr. President. Act on a Senate resolution.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you ask the clerk to please call Senate Resolution 157 and read by title only?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 157 by title.
Senate Resolution 157, a resolution adjourning the Senate in honor and loving memory of Caroline Whitlock Mudd. Senator Higdon.
Senator from Marion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move for its adoption.
Hearing no objection, the motion for adoption is approved. Senate Resolution 157 has been adopted. Thank you, sir. Senator from Carter, what purpose?
Act on a resolution.
Please proceed.
I would ask the clerk to call Senate Resolution 164 and read same by title only.
164, 165. 164?
What it says on...
It's 164.
164. Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 164 by title.
Senate Resolution 164, a resolution recognizing March 19th, 2026 as Random Acts of Cody Kindness Day in Kentucky in honor of Cody Reeves Gulhue.
Senator from Carter.
Speak on the resolution.
Please proceed.
Cody was the son of two friends of mine, Elliot Gulhue, retired Kentucky State policeman who is now a school resource officer in the 18th District, and his wife Leanne, who is a counselor. And Cody was a star baseball player who tragically died in a motor vehicle accident a few years ago. And in so doing, Cody had a big heart for everybody, animals, young, elderly, and he did a lot of good things in the world. And March 19th would have been his 30th birthday. And we have, his mother and friends created Random Acts of Cody Kindness with RAC, and that's where you might leave, you do a good deed for somebody anonymously, sometimes not so, but whether it's a meal at a restaurant or a coffee at a coffee shop or things that are much greater in scope and magnitude. And that's still going on today since 2017. And it's been performed in all 50 states and 127 countries, and there are more than 74,000 RAC members, as we like to call them. And I just felt compelled to honor him in what would have been his, 30th birthday coming up the 19th, and to just thank his mother and father for raising such a wonderful human being, and that we miss him and we love him, but all of his good works still live on, and I move adoption.
Hearing no objection, Resolution 164 will be adopted. Thank you, Senator. Our condolences with that family and celebrate that life. Senator from McCracken, what purpose?
I have 4 resolutions to act on, Mr. President.
You'll need to act on them one at a time, sir.
Yes, sir. Would you please ask the clerk to report Senate Resolution 77 by title only?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 77 by title.
Senate Resolution 77, a resolution adjourning the Senate in honor and loving memory of Norma June Evans. Senator Carroll.
Senator from McCracken.
Move for adoption, Mr. President.
Hearing no objection, Senate Resolution 77 is adopted. Thank you, sir. Next resolution.
Would you please ask the clerk to report Senate Resolution 92 by title only?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 92 by title.
Senate Resolution 92, a resolution adjourning the Senate in loving memory and honor of Stephen D. Doolittle. Senator Carroll.
Senator from McCracken.
Move for adoption.
Hearing no objection, Senate Resolution 92 is adopted. Thank you, sir. Senator from McCracken.
Mr. President, please ask the clerk to report Senate Resolution 111
Mr.
by
Clerk.
title only.
Please report Senate Resolution 111 by title.
Senate Resolution 111, a resolution honoring the 10th anniversary of the 2016 regular session Senate Bill 228 and recognizing its lasting impact on bullying prevention in Kentucky public schools. Senator Carroll.
Senator from McCracken.
Move for adoption, Mr. President.
Hearing no objection, Senate Resolution 111 is also adopted. Senator from McCracken, you have one more.
Mr. President, please ask the clerk to report Senate Resolution 133 by title only.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 133 by title.
Senate Resolution 133, a resolution adjourning the Senate in honor and loving memory of Charlie Ray Edmonds. Senator Carroll.
Senator from McCracken.
Move adoption, Mr. President.
Hearing no objection, Senate Resolution 133 is also adopted. Thank you, sir. Senator from Callaway, what purpose do you wish to be recognized?
Communicate with the body, Mr. President.
Please communicate.
There will be no Senate Agriculture meeting tomorrow.
Ag Committee members, please take note. Any other members seeking recognition under this order of business? Seeing the next order of business is introduction of floor amendments. Mr. Clerk, do we have any new floor amendments? Please introduce those to the body.
New floor amendments. Senate Floor Amendment 1 to Senate Bill 251, Senator Webb. Senate Floor Amendment 1 to House Bill 555 with Senate Committee Sub 1, Senator Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Next order of business is introduction of new resolutions. Mr. Clerk, please introduce any new resolutions to the body.
Senate Resolution 165, a resolution adjourning the Senate in loving memory and honor of Benita Winters. Senator Howell. Senate Resolution 167, resolution honoring and remembering Technical Sergeant Ashley B. Pruitt upon her passing as she made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. Senator Higdon.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Any member of the body seeking recognition before our final order of business for the day? Seeing none, our final order of business is adjournment. Senator from Taylor, a motion is in order.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate adjourn until 2 p.m. Tuesday, March the 17th, year of our Lord, 2026.
This Senate shall stand adjourned until 2 p.m. Tuesday, March 17th, year of our Lord, 2026.
Hey, Mike. So tell me when